All right, we are joined by head coach Lon Kruger and the student athletes. We're going to open up with a statement from Coach Kruger, and then we'll open up to questions first for the student athletes for about 8 minutes, and then we'll go to questions to Coach Kruger. Coach, congratulations. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Obviously, couldn't be more pleased for this group of guys. They've invested so much. They've meant so much on the floor, off the floor, in the classroom, in the community. Just a special, special group, and obviously played extremely well this weekend. Beat a very good Oregon club. Said many times, Coach Altman, Coach Self, I think are the two guys, coaches of the year in the country. They've done such a fantastic job. So, to beat an Oregon club today is very satisfying. Yet, when you're very, very, very good friends on the other bench, it takes a little bit from that because you know how he feels. But still, proud for the guys. Look forward to the week of preparation ahead, and again, couldn't be happier.
Okay, questions for the student athletes. We're going to start right here in the third row on the far left, please.
Karen Krause, New York Times. This is for Buddy. As you look at that box score, what besides the final score stands out to you?
Turnovers. I got 6 turnovers. But just how we guard and defend them. They shot 38%, and when you hold the team under 40%, it's pretty good.
Okay, we're going to go over here in the third row. We're basically going to do 4 right around here.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. Buddy, you hit a bunch of big shots tonight. One at the end of the half seemed to really send all the momentum with you guys. Was that your favorite shot of the night, or did you have one you liked better?
Yeah, it's his favorite shot, because after that, I looked straight at Kobe, and he saluted me afterwards. That was the favorite one.
We're going to go right here to Myron.
Myron Metcalf, ESPN, for Buddy and Ryan. How important has Isaiah been to what you all have been able to achieve thus far?
He's very important. I think he sets the pace for our offense. He controls us, what we do on offense, and if we aren't getting what we like, then he pulls it out and starts over. And I think he's gotten better all year long at moving the ball and finding people open and getting them shots.
Yeah, Isaiah, he's doing a really good job. It wasn't for him, I probably had all these shots in rhythm, and he gave me good shots in rhythm, and he just have a knack he had a good change of pace, good change of speed, and he just put the pressure on the defense, because once he gets past them, it's hard to maintain him because they're always helping so much. So he grades so much for his team.
We're going to go right here in the second row, please, on the aisle.
Giandra LaBeouf, Black Sports Online. This question is for Buddy. In the other locker room, they compared you to Kobe Bryant. When you hear these comparisons, does it put additional pressure on you to perform as the tournament continues?
I'm not Kobe Bryant. They should not compare me. I'm far away from him. I just make shots. But it's kind of cool. But me and Kobe's in 2 different classes. I don't need to be compared with him.
Myron, did you have one up front? Did you? Yeah, right here.
Jordan, Myron Patton Fox in Oklahoma City. What's the one thing you think got you guys off to a good start tonight?
Just coming into the game, focused on the ultimate goal. That's to get to the Final Four. And as a team, we were really focused, and I think we were just playing for something very important. So we just wanted to leave it all on the floor.
We're going to go right here in the front row, please.
Isaiah and Buddy Alish, back to Sports Center in Oklahoma City. 4 years ago, if I told you, well, you guys are going to the Final Four, what would you have said?
Isaiah, why don't you start?
I would say, yeah, we would go to the Final Four. But as last year, we seen how close we was to getting there with the team we had last year, and then with the people returning, we just set a goal that we could get there, so we just kept practicing and pushing each other each and every day in practice.
For sure, I would say, yeah, with no doubt. We know it was a work in progress, but hats off to the coach. He did a good job of keeping us sound, and he got us prepared each year. And every year was a different goal, and just the year was the Final Four year. So I'm just happy that we all made it here, and we just get 2 more games to finish out.
Okay, we're going to go to the blue shirt right there in the tie, please, on the aisle. We've got about 12 questions in line here, so be patient, please.
All right. David Klein, ESPN 1280. Buddy, obviously 37 points, great game, obviously. When you get that hot, when you start so well, what's going through your mind? Like, what keeps your mentality going just to keep it up and just keep making your shots?
Just when the defense slips up and I get a chance to put it up, I just put it up because my confidence level is so high. So, just taking shots in rhythm and taking shots I know I'm capable of making.
We're going to go right here in the front row.
This is for Buddy. Stephen Herbert, City News Service. Why do you think you scored 37 points and made 8 3-point shots today?
Can you say it again?
Can you repeat that?
Why do you think you were able to score 37 points and make 8 3-point shots today?
What was it about the game that allowed you to do that?
My teammates just found me in open spots, really, and just catching the ball in rhythm and, and just being confident in every shot I take. I know coming in I had to be aggressive for us to win. So, my teammates found me in good spots, and I was able to step and get shots in rhythm. And, my teammates did a good job finding me all year. And tonight was another example of how they got me open.
The gentleman standing next to the pole there, please.
Along that line, Buddy, from AP
I'm sorry, could you identify yourself, please?
Mark Myers, AP Radio. 37 is an awful lot in a college game. What's it like to have that kind of a night on this kind of a stage to put your team into the Final Four?
Oh, it's special, to be honest with you. And, as a kid, you dream about having games like this. But, I just thank my teammates and my coaching staff for putting me in a position to score the ball. And they gave me the confidence to put the ball up. And, even though I had a bad off night last game, I just came in confident, and they gave me the confidence to be aggressive every night.
We're going to go right here on the aisle, third row.
Yeah, this is for Kadeem and Jordan. You guys want to make the Final Four. It's great for you. It also breaks a long drought for your coach. Lon hadn't been in the Final Four in 22 years. What does it mean to you to be the team that got him back to the Final Four?
It's pretty cool. Definitely we wouldn't have got to the Final Four without Coach Kruger. He's a great coach. So I don't know if we got him to the Final Four or if he got us to the Final Four. But we're going, and hands down to Coach. And it's just an awesome experience to have, especially because it's in Houston.
All right. Myron, and then we go all the way to the very back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jordan. Can we get his mic up, please?
With this team and these coaching staff, I can't wait to play in the Final Four.
Go ahead, Myron.
Buddy, how satisfying is this moment knowing that you decided to come back? You could have gone pro, but now you're going to the Final Four in your senior season.
It's very exciting. Just battling with these guys. I've been battling with Kadeem for 2 years, me, Isaiah, and Jordan for 3 years, Ryan and Isaiah for 4 years. It's been pretty special. We work all summer. We had a bad taste in our mouth last spring, and we wanted to work hard. And as soon as we came back next week, next day, we was in the gym working out. And guys really want to get to this point, so we really work hard. And the coaching staff was on his heart, and he always on his seniors. Coach is always on his seniors. So hats off to the senior class we have here for leading us. And whether it's me scoring points or Isaiah initiating offense or Ryan being our dirty work, we all had a part to do with this. And I'm just happy for our leadership that brought us this far.
Okay, wait, somebody in the back can't really see you clearly. Are you still back there, or did you leave? Nope? Okay, we're good there. All right, so we're going to go up here to this corner to Myron.
This to Ryan and Kadeem. There's been a lot of talk about their front line, big shot blockers, aggressive, athletic. You guys pretty much neutralize them. What worked for you?
Just being physical and strong in there and making sure we get a body on them. I think they've killed a lot of teams just because they use their size and length and athleticism and go up there and get the ball. And today I think we made sure we put a body on them and didn't let them get that many.
We kind of just imposed our will in the paint.
We got 2 questions, time for 2 questions left. We're going to go with Josh and then Jill.
Hi, buddy. Josh Peter, USA Today. Can you talk about Coach Kruger's role in this team getting to the Final Four?
Coach Kruger's role. Let me see now. He's been good for us. The way he draw plays for us and how he exploit mismatch and how he get us running plays for us to go downhill and drive and kick. It's always with drive and kick and making a play for your teammate. And he does a good job. And he always talk about how he spends a lot of nights watching film. And he prepared us. And he always talked about we got to go out there and execute for him. And he does a good job of keeping us collect. He's never too high, but he's always in between the lines, and he never, acting too angry at us, and he's always mellow. So I'm just happy we got a coach like Coach Kruger to keep us level-headed every day.
Jill, go ahead.
Jill Painter, this one is for Ryan Spangler. What do you hope that the country learned about Oklahoma today?
I think just keep us in the back of your mind. I think this team has put us on the stage, and I think coach is going to keep after this year, coach is going to keep them going in the right direction, and got some good guys coming in.
We're going to sneak one more in. We're going to go to the second row here on the aisle, please.
This is Mark Cannizzaro from the New York Post. This is actually for if Ryan, you and Buddy could address this. The uniqueness of having the four of you guys for 104 straight games, and is this the kind of thing that's possible when you have that kind of continuity and chemistry?
Ryan, why don't you go first?
Yeah, for sure. We've spent a lot of time, on and off the court together. Learned a lot about each other. And they'll be my friends forever. But I think the biggest thing is we know where each other's going to be on the court. We know what each other's going to do. We can be accountable for each other, and so it's good.
Buddy?
Yeah, it's just exactly what Ryan said. Just being around each other for 4 years, hanging around each other, knowing what we like to do, and just having that chemistry. I think that's got us here right now.
And Isaiah, you want to say anything?
Just coming together and making a team camaraderie, and just learning about each other really helps in the game, especially in situations where we need each other, and when teams go on their run, we just come together and just keep fighting.
All right, unfortunately, we're out of time with the student athletes. They're going to be released to the locker room, but the locker room is open if you would like to ask a question of one of these gentlemen or one of the student athletes not on the stage. You're welcome to do so in the locker room. Thanks for coming in, gentlemen. Thank you, and congratulations.
What do you say?
He said flip your hat. I'm guessing no.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to open up. We got 1, 2, 3. We're going to go this side of the room first. We'll go that side of the room second.
A few years ago, 2014, you got a call that Isaiah had been wounded.
I'm sorry. Could we turn up the volume? It's really hard to hear the questions up here.
In 2014, you got a call that Isaiah had been shot and was injured. What was your response, and what did you feel in that moment, and how satisfying is it to see him standing here now and going to the Final Four?
We got the news when Isaiah was home that he had been shot, and we called right away. And obviously you're very concerned when you don't know to what degree. And then when we learned that it wasn't life-threatening, that was a big relief, and that he was going to recover fully. And but still, his mom said, Coach, keep him in Norman. Don't let him come back home. But he's responded. He's worked hard. He's recovered. He's doing just a fantastic job.
We're going to go here in the second row and then right behind you.
Coach, your athletes performed well beyond the arc and on the boards. As you move forward to the next round, where would you like to see them make improvement before the next game?
We're always trying to improve, defensively, offensively, move the ball better, block out better. Every club can keep getting better, and this group's made big strides. They're playing their best basketball, obviously, this week, and playing 2 ball games like that in the Sweet 16 is pretty special, and their confidence level's high. They got a lot of respect for whether it's Kansas or Villanova. We know those teams are great, so and I know they'll work. That's one thing. They love coming to the gym. They love coming to practice. They're there early. They stay late. They love playing for one another.
Gary?
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma Lon. Buddy's had several games like this. Is this as good as he's played, considering the stage? And 2, any shot in particular, the one at the end of the half was huge, but what stands out in your mind when you think of his biggest shot tonight?
Buddy just makes shots. He's just unbelievable in getting the ball up on top of the rim. He shoots with great confidence. Doesn't force many. That's the thing that I think has been most amazing on the year. That he shoots it for such a good percentage. He's not a high volume shot taker. He just makes a lot of shots, and not surprising that Buddy's concern right off the bat was the turnovers, because he doesn't like that part of it. But he got it going early and made some big shots there in the second half to keep them from cutting into the lead too.
We have 2 questions here in the front row, 1 and 2.
Al Eschbach, Sports Animal. What's it mean to you personally, 22 years going back to the Final Four as a coach?
Always it's about, seeing the feelings of satisfaction on the players' faces, seeing their hard work, their investment rewarded, seeing them feel good about this right now, but they'll feel even better about it years from now, and cementing themselves, regardless of today, they would have been looked at as a very, very good team in Oklahoma basketball history, but now they've got a special spot with, I guess, 4 other teams. Just unbelievably proud for them and happy for them, and again, the way they've handled it all in terms of representing well and remaining, the humility that they've taken from it, the way they've handled it, just unbelievable across the board.
Stephen, go ahead.
Stephen Herbert, City News Service. Why do you think your team won today?
Thought they opened the ball game with good focus. I thought defensively really did a good job early, created some turnovers that we converted to points offensively. Moved the ball well. Thought we rebounded the ball well in the first half. Anytime you can get out on a club like that by halftime, you have to like what you're doing. And then in the second half, there were moments there where we didn't quite have the flow, but they regrouped pretty quickly and made shots when we needed to.
Going to the third row, and then the gentleman right behind you.
Hey, Coach, Barry Orr from Sooner Sports Pad. The players commented on that amazing 104 number. What are your thoughts on that?
I can't imagine that ever being done, quite frankly, because whether it be an injury or an illness or whatever. And those 4 guys, all from different backgrounds, very, very special in their own right. I think a big story is the job that our assistant coaches, Coaches Crutchfield and Coach Henson and Coach Hill, have done in identifying those guys and seeing having a vision of their abilities meshing together to give us a chance to do this. They've been remarkable as a staff and high character guys, good work ethic, unselfish. I mean, all those things across the board. So proud for our staff and proud for those guys.
Fourth row in the yellow shirt, please.
Joey Helmer, OUinsider.com. Coach, how does this Final Four appearance differ maybe from the last time you took a team to the Final Four?
Yeah, y'all talk like you should be going back more frequently. I don't know. It's hard to get there, so to get there a second time, we're very pleased. Again, it's a result of these guys, of course. It's technology is just so different now than it was in '94. I mean, the how grand the event has become, even from '94. We go every year as a coach, and now couldn't be more pleased to be taking the team. But it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot, and I made a comment to Joe Castiglione, our AD, about these guys have no idea what lies ahead, and I probably said, and I probably don't either, because things have changed so much from the standpoint of just how grand it is and all the demands, and want our guys to enjoy it and yet focus on preparing for the next game. There's a fine line there that we'll try to walk.
Fifth row in the blue coat, please, on the aisle.
Dave Klein, ESPN 1280. Coach, the rebounding game, you out-rebounded Oregon 38-32, including 14 offensive boards. What was the key to keeping Oregon's bigs off the glass today?
They're a really good rebounding club, and our guys have had the ability on the year when we kind of prioritize going into a ball game. They've been able to focus pretty good on those biggest priorities. Rebounding, of course, transition D in this game were the 2 things of greatest concern. The other guys did a pretty good job in the first half in both of those areas to kind of set the tone. Got back pretty well, got to the ball pretty well. Didn't give up too many second shots, so good first half.
Okay, we're going to go right up here front to Myron, and then in the back to Josh.
Could you comment on, Buddy's Buddy, but you got timely buckets. Jordan goes on a run. Isaiah goes on a run. Just kind of comment on that. I guess that's your coaching.
Yeah, you're right about, Buddy's been at the core of everything. But you think back through the year, Jordan's had great stretches. Isaiah's had great stretches. Ryan has. Kadeem's becoming more aggressive offensively. The guys off the bench, like Christian James, 10 rebounds today. That's a great job out of him. He's getting more and more comfortable all the time. Dante Buford's getting more comfortable. Jamaica McNeese backing up Kadeem in there. So a lot of guys producing, and certainly Buddy's at the core of it, but Buddy's the first one to tell you he was the happiest guy in the gym on Thursday when he saw all those other guys playing well and being productive, and Buddy is the first one to say that he wants and needs everyone to do that. So nice to see.
Josh, go ahead. On the right there.
Hey, Coach, Josh Peter with USA Today. In 1994, did you fully appreciate how difficult it would be to get back to the Final Four, and what have been the most meaningful events for you on the road back?
Probably didn't quite understand. I remember, in '95, '96, when you after having gone, it's different in not playing all of a sudden, and I realized then how special it was, and again, I did understand how tough it is to get back. Some people do it a lot, not many people do it a lot, but we're happy to be doing it a second time, and again, that's because of these guys. So it means a lot. It means a lot. It's memories forever for these guys, their families, the fans, the Spirit Squad, the band. I mean, all that. It really is something special for everyone involved, and the impact on the culture at University of Oklahoma will always be affected by these guys. So, again, very happy for them.
Right here in the front row.
Was there a time, Lon, where you thought you knew this team was going to be special? Was it sometime last year? Was it when you beat Villanova in Hawaii? Was there a time when you go, wow, this team can be pretty good?
This team's had some really, really good stretches, for sure, in games. The Villanova game was certainly one of those. The battle at Kansas, the triple overtime game, it took a special group to stay there for that and have a chance to win, and not quite. Different times. I think in the last 4 weeks, we've had a lot of good stretches. We've had a couple, where we didn't play as well, and we kind of focus on those. But for the most part, when they've played really well, it's been at a very, very high level. And a high level primarily because they make shots. And that covers up some other things sometimes. We went through a stretch or two where we didn't make as many shots, and yet they've done that pretty consistently on the year.
All right, we're up against the timeline, so that's going to wrap it up. Thank you.